Okay. I'm sorry I'm late. I had technical difficulties, but we're live. Uh, Technical difficulties live now. There we go. Now to Twitter, because I'm a whore. The delay. The esteemed Judge Beat is now presiding over... I don't even have the game fucking running. It's just one of those nights. It's one of those nights, dude. I don't know what went wrong, but it just did. And the game sounds like shit, so please do not judge. I don't know what's going on, man. I hate it when it does this. I'm just happy I'm even capturing anything right now because I didn't know that updating PS Remote Play would just fucking destroy my setup. So, we're here. Hey, Lena, you there still?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Well, that's foreboding. I'll show that in a moment. It's now presiding over the case of Phoenix. Phoenix Wright v. Apollo Justice on who gets to be the best boy. Wait, v. Mouths Edgeworth v. Dick Gumshoe. Twitch. Can't spell Twitch right. It's been just a hell of a last like 20 minutes trying to get everything set up because everything went wrong suddenly and I was like, oh god. Ace Attorney. I hope you like the dumb title of my stream. Not $ hashtag. Tweet. There we go. Okay. None of my announcement tweets have gotten liked today. I wonder if I annoyed the fuck out of the people who normally fucking watch, like and replog and all that. Yeah. Yes, hello, Jaden. No, it has nothing to do with porn. It has everything to do with asexual, like the fucking sexuality. Okay. Just said press the X button. Very foreboding for the past like 5 minutes, and I was like, what the fuck? Oh, that sounds horrible! I can't let that... Oh, dear lord. Oh my god.
What?
Are you not hearing... You're not hearing that. Are you?
I'm not hearing jack shit. You didn't share your screen with me.
I forgot about that. Yeah, no, it was literally coming across like all the audio was just... like staticky and bad. Very unpleasant on the ears. I have to actually... Oh, God. I'm not okay. My brain's all over the place, and things are not... That sounds way better. Oh, beautiful. Perfect. Perfect. Oh, that sounds so much better. I have to get the screen shared with Lena. I don't know what Soul Hackers is, Steam. Go away. I guess we're just listening
Why'd
to
you just
shit
scream?
audio all night.
I didn't even come through the fucking... There's something up with your sound? Or like capturing?
PS Remote Play is just sending it across. So bad. It's just a night of everything going wrong, I guess.
Okay.
I was gonna give an
Fine.
inspirational speech for this
About fucking what?
about like, don't worry, your mistakes don't define you, cause like, I look at how I turned this fucking failure of a chicken and rice soup crockpot recipe into a really nice pilaf, and now the world has turned, my technology, not the world, but my technology has turned against me.
Okay. You're fine.
It's just been a rough 20 minutes trying to figure this shit out. And now it's working, but I just have to deal with the game sounding like it wants to not run. And Discord doesn't want to actually show the game. Apparently for the same reason OBS didn't, so... Let's just show the screen instead. You're gonna hear it, and you're gonna understand why I hated it. Never mind, it fixed itself as soon as I look like a lunatic to you. I know. But Jaden can confirm, it sounded like shit.
I know, I heard it at one point.
Okay, cool. Here we go. Welcome to Ace Attorney. If you've ever wanted to feel like Phoenix Wright, just panic. Just panic.
What?
It's as simple as that. Just panic. Panic at every chance you get.
Well, I'm not gonna complain, but if the audio sounds good on your side, I won't complain about the fact I can't hear anything on my side.
You're not getting any audio over Discord?
No, but it doesn't really matter. I played
Damn.
this game twice now.
Well, it still sucks, because I like the audio on the PS4 version. Sounds really good. They really upped it. But yeah, don't let your mistakes define you. Look at my awesome peel-off. Completely unintentional, but like it turned out really good.
Now that I sound like I'm not gonna have a complete fucking breakdown, life is good.
I'm so on the verge, I guess. If anything else goes wrong, I'm probably gonna fucking panic again.
Why?
I don't know. I can't.
Such a waste of energy.
Yeah, no. Welcome to my brain. I don't fucking enjoy it.
You could
It's-
just not.
You know what? You're right. I'll just take all the chemicals and fucking toss them out of my brain.
Oh, there it is.
It's not
Not
like
taking
I'm
this
fucking
seriously, dude.
controlling that shit.
No. But you could. You could try.
It does not have anything to do with sex. It has to do with not having sex. That's the joke. Yeah, that's better. Cool. Let's turn that off. Screen shake on, vibration on, text box. Let's go. Nah, let's keep transparency off. There we go. There we go. Yay. Phoenix looks like my kinder female teacher I wanted to fuck. I don't know how to respond to that.
Man, you lost your chance.
Boy, am I nervous. I have no idea what voice to do for Phoenix.
Oh yeah, I forgot I'm Mia.
Quick,
Right.
yes!
Quick, what? Oh,
I was
okay.
gonna say, your most commanding teacher has been here for a few years, but is nice voice.
Okay.
Oh, hiya, Chief.
Oof. I'm glad I made it on time. Well, I have to say, Phoenix, I'm impressed. Not everyone takes on a murder trial right off the bat like this.
That was back in kindergarten. Use the
Use the
Byakuya's
Byakuya's
voice.
voice for fish.
Hiya, Chief.
So,
I can't. I fucking
that's
can't.
so unfitting.
Yugi. Yugi. Hiya, Chief. It's so bad. I can't do that. Let PogChamp use British accent on every girl ever.
Not everyone takes on a murder trial right off the bat like this. That's horrible. I'm not doing that for Mia. She's too good for this world. It says a lot about you. And your client as well.
Thanks. I needed to sound as casual, like I'm on the verge of panic. I've never done this before, because that is Phoenix. So just, actually, it's because I owe him a favor.
People of water vibes. A favor? You mean you knew the defendant before this case?
Yes. Actually, I kind of owe my current job to him. He's one of the reasons I became an attorney.
Well, that's news to me.
I want to help him out any way I can. I just really want to help him. I owe him that much. And now Larry. It's over! My life, everything, it's all over!
Ah, great. Is that your client screaming over there?
Yeah, it's him. Death, despair! Oh!
This is literally you.
I know. I'm gonna do it! I'm gonna die!
It sounds like he wants to die.
I think in the original game he did actually say I'm gonna kill myself or something like that.
Oh my god!
Thanks for the cup of water, motherfucker.
To the cup of water.
Yeah.
Bottle water.
Nick!
Look at him.
Hey.
Sorry.
Hey there, Larry.
I love him so much. I love him so much.
Dude, I'm so guilty. Tell them I'm guilty. Give me the death sentence. I ain't afraid to die. What? What's wrong, Larry? Oh, it's all over. I'm finished. Finished. I can't live in a world without her. I can't. Who took her away from me, Nick? Who did this? Oh, Nick, you gotta tell me who took away my baby. The person responsible for your girlfriend's death? The newspapers say it was you.
Oh wow, wow, wow. It is a little weird not being able to hear the music, but honestly, it gives me a creepy vibe of the game.
My name is Phoenix Wright. Here's the story. My first case is a fairly simple one.
Yeah.
A young woman was killed in her apartment. The guy they arrested was the unlucky sap dating her. Larry Butts, my best friend since grade school. Our school had a saying, when something smells, it's usually the butts. In the 23 years I've known him, it's usually been true. Wait, how old? How old is... Oh yeah, him and Nick are only 23. They're the same age as me.
Yeah, they're babies right now.
Oh, the victim. Use Monokuma voice on Phoenix.
He has a knack for getting himself in trouble.
Ugh.
I know. One thing I can say, though, it's usually not his fault. He just has terrible luck. But I know better than anyone that he's a good guy at heart. That and I owe him one, which is why I took the case. To clear his name. And that's just what I'm going to do.
It's funny how you're like, he's like the way you were describing Phoenix earlier, and then I just reminded myself that his English voice actor in the anime adaptation of this is like normally voices like asshole characters or prideful characters, and he plays Phoenix.
This game has mostly male characters, and I'm just gonna have to sit here and be like, how many different voices can I do?
I don't know, but it's your turn to be tested.
I know.
Again.
Court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Larry Botch.
Wait, who are you gonna do for Pain? You said something about
This
that.
is the Monokuma voice.
Yes!
The prosecution is ready, Your Honor.
The
works.
defense is ready, Your Honor.
Mr. Wright, this is your first trial, is it not?
Yes, Your Honor. I'm a little nervous.
You always remember your first time, right?
Remember, Wright, prepare your anus. You'll always remember your first time.
Byakuya's
Thanks.
voice for who? Pain? No, I want
Maybe
to say.
the judge.
Your conduct during this trial will decide the fate of your client.
Murder is a serious charge. For your client's sake, I hope you can control your nerves.
Hey, Chief, what the fuck was that voice you just did? Can we please talk about that?
I was doing my best impression of Kaiba.
Yuji.
Yeah. That's a great impression, Your Honor.
Thank you.
Way to break the ice.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Mr. Wright, given the circumstances, I think we should have a test to ascertain your readiness.
Yes, Your Honor. Oh, hand shaking, eyesight fading.
Mom's sweaty. Mom's sweaty.
Palm sweaty, knees weak, arms sketty, vomit sweateretti, mom sketty.
The test will consist of a few simple questions. Answer them clearly and concisely. Please state the name of the defendant in this case.
Oh shit, I almost put the wrong name. Larry Butts. The defendant? Well, that's Larry Butts, Your Honor.
You're defending him.
Correct. Good. Just keep your wits about you and you'll do fine. Next question. This is a murder trial. Tell me, what's the victim's name?
This is the most serious the judge will ever be, by the way.
Pretty much.
Whew. I know this one. Glad I can't do Byakuya's voice on him. He's too upbeat.
Yeah.
Glad I read the case report cover so many times. Wait. Uh-oh. No way! I forgot! I'm drawing a total blank here!
Okay, wait. So what if it's this kind of text? You do that voice. If he's talking, it's the normal voice.
Okay. Like he thinks of himself cooler in his head.
Yay, woo. Phoenix, are you absolutely sure you're up to this? I forget, I don't normally talk in that tone unless I'm doing a British accent, because that's what I did for Danganronpa. Rompa. You don't even know the victim's name?
Oh, the victim. Of course I know the victim's name. I just forgot. Temporarily. Oh.
I think I feel a migraine coming on.
That's actually a really funny reference to the person who trained her.
Oh yeah.
Because we find out in the third game that whenever he got stressed, he's like, I think my hemorrhoids are bleeding.
Started bleeding. Uh-huh. Look, the victim's name is listed in the court record.
Oh, cool.
Wow! There
Wow, we
it
totally didn't know
is.
about this beforehand.
No, we're not doing a British accent on every woman in this game.
For God's sex attorney. I want to pay someone a lot of money to make a fucking porn dating sim of this game called Sex Attorney. Date every character. Just press the Just press the R1 button. Check it at any time, okay?
No. I need you to do like the voice and then just go into like R1 button to check it at any time.
Okay. Just press the R1 button to check it at any time, okay?
Beautiful.
Remember to check it often. Do it for me, please. I'm begging you.
Mr. Wright, who is the victim in this case?
Your mom!
Cinderblock. Cindy Stone. The victim's name is Cindy Stone.
Correct. Now tell me, what was the cause of death? She died because she was...
Hit with a blunt object. I know that one already. She was struck once by a blunt object. I played through this entire trilogy. I actually own it on PS4, and I own each individual cartridge on DS. And Apollo Justice.
So yeah, we're dealing with this stupid ass fanboy over here.
And Miles Edgeworth Investigations.
Please stop.
And the digital downloads of Dual Destinies and Spirit of Justice.
You might as well say you have a dildo dedicated to Phoenix and Miles each.
I own every game in the series, and I emulate one of them because Nintendo hasn't officially released it yet.
In America.
Yeah, they're going to soon. Investigations 2 is getting officially released. She was struck once by a blunt object.
Correct. You've answered all my questions. I see no reason why we shouldn't proceed. You seem much more relaxed, Mr. Wright. Good for you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Because I don't feel relaxed, that's for sure.
Well then,
If anything's gonna get me into voice acting, it's how quickly I can swap like that.
Yeah.
first, a question for the prosecution, Mr. Payne.
Yes, Your Honor.
As Mr. Wright just told us, the victim was struck with a blunt object. Would you explain to the court just what that object was?
The murder weapon was the statue of the Thinker. It was found lying on the floor next to the victim.
I see. The court accepts it into evidence.
Why do the characters act so meta even in the fucking trial? Let's see the judge's titties.
Statue added to the court record.
Right. Right.
Now that you're in
Okay.
the middle of your court case, let's enjoy some alcohol facts. And you're just like,
Yeah.
what the fuck?
Mia, do you hear that voice right now? Right. Focus on the case.
Bailiff, please remove him from the court case. No, my alcohol facts. Please listen. No!
It's dragged away.
Be sure to pay attention to any evidence added during the trial. That evidence is the only ammunition you have in court.
Oh, but yeah, we went to Renfest today, and I put pilaf in a slow cooker, also known as a crock pot, while we went, and it accidentally turned into a pilaf, even though I was trying to make a soup, but like, damn it turned out really fucking good.
Yes.
Very proud of myself. Also, I went to Renfest dressed as a wizard, and I bought a wand, and got given a little metal hat, and told I was now a part of the, and asked if I was a part of the Pointy Hat Commission, or was it Council? I don't know.
Sorry, I was very distracted by what the fuck Jaden just decided to put into this universe.
What the? Imagine if Mia shows her ass, she starts to bleed in the butthole and suddenly pushes the statue along with a lot. Oh, that's okay. That's nasty. That is, absolutely vile. Oh,
Okay.
that's so gross.
Okay. Use the R1 button to check the court record frequently.
Ugh.
Frequently!
Fine, fine. Are we satisfied now?
Yes.
Mr. Payne, the prosecution may call its first witness.
The prosecution calls the defendant, Mr. Butts, to the stand.
Chief, what do I do now?
Pay attention. You don't want to miss any information that might help you with your client's case.
The only point of sending that message was to disturb you and fap to my mental image of that? Well, okay then.
That's my fucking job. What the fuck, Jaden?
Jaden, that's my job.
Right. You'll get your chance to respond to the prosecution later, so be ready. Let's just hope he doesn't say anything unfortunate.
Uh-oh. Larry gets excited easily. This could be bad.
I'm sorry, I just feel like Larry.
Ahem! Mr. Butts, is it not true that the victim had recently dumped you?
Hey, watch it, buddy! We were great together! We were Romeo and Juliet, Cleopatra and Mark Antony!
Didn't they all die?
I wasn't dumped. She just wasn't taking my phone calls or seeing me. Ever. What's it to you anyway?
Mr. Butts, what you describe is generally what we mean by dumped. In fact, she had completely abandoned you and was seeing other men. She had just returned from overseas with one of them the day before the murder.
What do you mean, one of them? Lies. All of it lies. I don't believe a word of it. I like how there's a very clear difference, like, in, like, talk feel between Makoto, which is like, hey guys, what do you mean? Which is like back of the throat, and then Larry, who's around the same pitch, but very nasally.
Your Honor, the victim's passport! According to this, she was in Paris until the day before she died.
Indeed, she appears to have returned the day before the murder.
Dude, no way! The victim was a model, but did not have a large income. It appears that she had several sugar daddies.
Daddies? Sugar?
Yes, older men who gave her money and gifts. She took their money and used it to support her lifestyle.
Imagine if Mia had Vegeta's hairstyle.
Done.
Dude, we can clearly see what kind of woman this Miss Stone was. A whore!
And Mia just throws the statue. We don't whore shame! Or slut shame, that's the term.
Yeah. There would be no slut shaming in this courtroom.
Mr. Payne, I ask you to refrain from slut-shaming in my courtroom.
But Your Honor!
Objection denied. Overruled.
Tell me, Mr. Butts, what do you think of her now?
Right. I don't think you want him to answer that question.
Imagine having Payne as your boyfriend. I would kill myself.
Done.
Yeah, Larry has a way of running his mouth in all the wrong directions. Should I?
Stop him from answering. My client had no idea the victim was seeing other men. That question is irrelevant to this case.
Oof. Dude, Nick, what do you mean irrelevant? That cheating she-dog! I'm gonna die! I'm just gonna drop dead!
Oh, god damn it, Larry.
Let's continue with the trial, shall we?
I believe the accused's motive is clear to everyone. Look at me, top dog over here.
I love the fucking... It's always him and, like, his brothers just showing up in every fucking game as the first case. And they're always like...
That's right, I'm the rookie destroyer.
It's like, what the fuck is wrong with you? And then you kick their ass and they're never seen again.
Yep.
They're like Team Rocket.
Yes, quite.
Oh boy, this is so not looking good.
Next question. You went to the victim's apartment on the day of the murder, did you not?
Gulp. The idea of him saying that out loud.
Well, did you or did you not? Well, maybe I did and maybe I didn't.
Uh-oh, he went. What do I do?
I think having him answer honestly would be best. The last case might involve a version of Monokuma. What? What do you think, Lena?
Oh, I think this one you have to have him answer honestly.
Yeah.
I know. I'll send him a signal. Tell the truth!
Yeah, I was there. I went.
Order. Well, Mr. Butts?
Dude, chill. She wasn't home, man, so, like, I didn't see her. He just has a high-pitched voice like, oh my god, I didn't expect Automod to fucking go for Crybaby of all things.
Your Honor, the defendant is lying.
Lying?
The prosecution would like to call a witness who can prove Mr. Butts is lying.
Well, that simplifies matters. Who is your witness?
The man who found the victim's body. Just before making the gruesome discovery, he saw the defendant fleeing the scene of the crime.
I like that. I love...
That's the jury.
Oh, there's no jury.
Or not jury, you know what I mean.
That's
there.
just the... It's like a television
People.
event. They're the audience.
Order. Order in the court. Mr. Payne, the prosecution may call its witness.
Did I just do an accidental whistle?
I don't know. I didn't come across on Discord.
Yes, Your Honor.
This is bad.
On the day of the murder, my witness was selling newspapers at the victim's building.
Lena, you may recognize him from Investigations 2, where he makes a return.
Who?
This next witness.
Please
Yeah.
bring Mr. Frank Sawit to the stand.
I fucking love that name.
Mr. Sawit, you sell newspaper subscriptions, is this correct?
Oh, yes. Newspaper, yes.
Mr. Sawit, you may proceed with your testimony. Please tell the court what you saw on the day of the murder.
Witness testimony! Woo! I was going door to door selling subscriptions when I saw a man fleeing an apartment. I'm trying to make him sound like a quick-talking salesman. That's not the voice I need to do. That's more like... I thought he must be in a hurry because he left the door half open behind him. Thinking it strange, I looked inside the apartment.
Deal! Selling, selling quick! 50% off, 25% off! Then I saw her lying there, a woman not moving, dead! I quailed in fright and found myself unable to go inside. I thought to call the police immediately. However, the phone in her apartment wasn't working. I went to a nearby park and found a public phone. I remember the time exactly. It was 1 p.m. The man who ran was, without a doubt, the defendant sitting right over there.
Imagine fucking Mr. Saw It. I'm good.
Larry, why didn't you tell the truth? I can't defend you against a testimony like that.
Incidentally, why wasn't the phone in the victim's apartment working?
Your Honor, at the time of the murder, there was a blackout in the building.
Aren't phones supposed to work during a blackout?
Yes, Your Honor. However, some cordless phones do not function normally. The phone that Mr. Sawit used was one of those. Your Honor, I have a record of the blackout for your perusal.
Ooh, new evidence. An updated autopsy report. Ah!
Not there. Shut up.
Now, Mr. Wright.
Yes, yes, Your Honor? No, that would be more like, yes! Yes, Your Honor?
You may begin your cross-examination.
Cross-examination, Your Honor.
Oh, fuck, sorry. I was, Alright, right. This is it. The real deal.
What exactly am I supposed to do?
Why? Fuck. Why, you exposed the lies in the testimony to a witness just grave. Wait, what?
Last Friday, I had a little debate in math class, and I tried to pass a cup of coffee like one of the characters there do, and I spilled it and burned myself. Nice job.
Let me try that line again. Why? You exposed the lies in the testimony the witness just gave.
Lies. What? He was lying?
You fucking dumbass. Your client is innocent, right? And then that witness must have lied in his testimony. Or is your client really guilty?
Oh, was that the sound you made when you burned yourself? Just the... Is Mia avert? I don't fucking know, dude. Oh! How do I prove he's not?
You hold the key. It's in the evidence. Compare the witness testimony to the evidence at hand.
I don't know if Superman is circumcised. Maybe. I don't know.
He's a country boy. She probably is.
Yeah, probably.
There's bound to be a contradiction in there.
He was born and raised
Actually,
religious.
no.
And
There's
religious
no way he'd
people
be
like genital
circumcised.
mutilation.
Yeah, but he's fucking bulletproof skin.
Oh, yeah! Well, to be fair, his powers didn't really manifest until he was older.
It depends.
He was born on Krypton, so they could have circumcised... No, they may not have, because he was born on Krypton.
First, find contradictions between the court record and the witness's testimony. Then, once you've found the contradicting evidence... Whoa, jeez. Present it and rub it in the witness's face!
Okay.
Open the court record with the... Open the court record with the R1 button, then point out contradictions in the testimony.
I love the idea that she actually got, like, uber aggressive, and he's just like, Chief, you good? Like, you seemed really mad there for a moment. Take his face and rub it in it like the shit you would rub a dog's nose in. And you're just like, okay. Help me. She's crazy.
Yeah.
Okay, so door-to-door selling subscriptions. Thought he must be in a hurry. Oh wait, let's actually look at some of our evidence. The Stones building was out from noon to 6 p.m. on the day of the crime. Victim apparently arrived home from Paris on 7:30 the day before the murder. Time of death 7:31 p.m., 4 to 5 p.m. Cause of death, loss of blood due to blunt trauma. Ooh, wait a minute. I looked inside the apartment, then I saw her lying there. I know what to present. This one. Fuck her! You found the body at 1 p.m. You're sure? Yes, it was 1 p.m. for certain. Frankly, I find that hard to believe. Your statement directly contradicts the autopsy report. The autopsy notes the time of death at sometime after 4 p.m. There was no body to find at 1 p.m. How do you explain this 3-hour gap? Oh, that!
This is trivial! The witness merely forgot the time!
After his testimony, I find that hard to believe. Mr. Sawit, why were you so certain that you found the body at 1 p.m.?
Gee, that's a really good question! Amazing question, Your Honor! Imagine calling the judge sweetie.
Done. Okay. Great job, Wright. The way to put him on the spot.
I like that. The judge turns to Wright and is like,
Good observation, right?
thank you, sweetie. Oh god, what?
Oh God, what did I just call him?
That's all you had to do. Call him Sweetie.
You've unnerved the judge. Now go in for the kill. Aim for the jugular.
Good. That's all you have to do. Point out contradictions. Lies always beget more lies. Beget. See through one, and their whole story falls apart.
Wait, I remember now. Would you care to give your testimony again? New testimony. Time of discovery. You see, when I found the body, I heard the time. There was a voice saying the time. It was probably coming from the television. Oh, but it was 3 hours off, wasn't it? I guess the victim must have been watching a video of a taped program. That's why I thought it was 1 p.m. Terribly sorry about the misunderstanding. Shit that happens is coincidence of other shit that happen.
I see. You heard a voice saying the time on a taped program. Mr. Wright, you may cross-examine the witness.
I like that she just yells at him every time. Right! She's like, oh, what?
What?
Did you not?
Right!
Oh.
You know what to do.
You know what to do!
Screaming
You know
at him.
what to do.
That'd be so
I'm not
funny.
paying attention because most of these lines are yours.
I've got this one. Right, no, I was making a joke. Let's try this one. There we go. Hold it right there. The prosecution has said there was a blackout at the time of the discovery. And this record proves it. You couldn't have heard a television or a video.
Well, irk!
The defense has a point. High five, Mr. Wright.
Yeah!
Right?
Do you have an explanation for this, Mr. Sawit?
No, I find it quite puzzling myself. Quite. Wait, I remember now.
Mr. Sawit, the court would prefer to hear an accurate testimony from the very beginning.
Imagine if Doki Doki Literature Club was a sex simulator and a horror game too.
Yes! I mean, yeah, that'd be so weird.
You go to insert your penis. It's bitten off. You died.
No!
Yeah, I'm gonna deny that one.
What did he say?
It was just a lot of stuff about a, like, idea for what could happen in it, and I was like, I'd prefer not.
These constant corrections are harming your credibility. That, and you seem rather distraught.
I like that you can tell it's like a toupee, because it just keeps popping up a little bit. My apologies, Your Honor. It must have been the shock of finding the body.
Very well, Mr. Sawit. Let's hear your testimony once more, please.
Hearing the time. Actually, I didn't hear the time. I saw it. There was a table clock in the apartment. There was a table clock in the apartment, wasn't there? Yeah, the murder weapon. The killer used it to hit the victim. That must have been what I saw.
You saw a clock? I guess that would explain it. The defense may cross-examine the witness.
What?
He sent me what he said.
Oh, gladly.
That'd be so fucked. I'd love to see that.
Okay.
I mean, yeah, that's really weird.
That would be weird. I was just like, I don't think other people in chat are gonna want to read that. The murder weapon. No, the murder weapon was this. Wasn't it?
Do what? Yeah. Are you doubting yourself when you played this game like 2 or 3 times?
Well, I didn't know if the game had made it clear that was the murder weapon yet.
Ah.
Wait just a moment. The murder weapon wasn't a clock. It was this statue. Now, how is this supposed to be a clock? What? You with your objections and your evidence. Just who do you think you are? Just answer the question, Mr. Sawit. Hey, I saw it there, okay? That's a clock.
Your Honor, if I may.
Yes, Mr. Payne?
As the witness stated, the statue is indeed a clock. The neck is a switch, you just tilt it and it says the time out loud. As it doesn't look like a clock, I submitted it as a statue. My apologies.
I see. So the murder weapon was a table clock after all.
Fuck you, Automod. Well, yeah, Automod got you, and then I denied it.
Well, Mr. Wright, it appears that the witness's testimony was correct. This is a clock. Do you have any problems with his testimony now?
Yes. Your Honor, there is a gaping hole in the witness's testimony. The only way he could have known the weapon was a clock is to hold it in his hand. Yet the witness testified that he never entered the apartment. Clearly a contradiction.
Indeed.
The witness knew it was a clock because he went into the apartment. You're lying! You were inside the apartment on the day of the murder. Hell yeah? Prove it! Prove I went in there! I'll do better than that. I can prove you were the one who killed her! You struck her with the clock and the shock of the blow triggered the clock's voice. That was the sound you heard. God, he has such a square head.
Order in the court.
Like, only showed for a moment, but the top of his head was just flat. Fucking lawnmower-ass grass head.
Intriguing. Please continue, Mr. Wright.
Yes, Your Honor. So fun to see him have confidence. Mr. Saw It. The sound must have left quite an impression on you. Understandable, since the murder weapon spoke just as you hit the victim. That voice was burned into your mind. That's why you were so certain about the time.
What's the meaning of this? This is all baseless conjecture.
Baseless? Just look at the witness's face. Graw!
Graw.
Graw!
Would the witness care to elaborate? Did you strike the victim with the clock?
I, that day, I never. Look, the clock, I heard, no, I mean, I saw. Gah! Ew.
Shut up! I hate you! It was him, I tell you! I saw him! He killed her! And he should burn! Burn! Give him death!
Flathead.
Flathead.
You're in depression now? Remember when I told you about the debate in math class? Well,
Order in the court, I say. Your Honor, a moment, please. There isn't a shred of evidence supporting the defense's claims. Mr. Wright,
Your Honor,
you claim the sound the witness heard came from the clock. Do you have any evidence?
The whole
Nope.
case is riding on this. I'd better think it through carefully.
Your Honor, the sound Mr. Sod heard was definitely this clock. A fact which is clear if you simply try sounding the clock. Let's sound the clock now, here in this court. Takes a metal rod, attempts to stick it up the clock's penis.
Right.
Not only did I leave with a loss and a burn. Your Honor, may I have the clock? I asked the court to listen very carefully.
No, Mr. Wright, don't!
I spent all Thursday's night studying every fallacy ever just to never use them. Beep. I think it's 8:25.
That certainly is a strange way to announce the time.
Well, he is the thinker, after all.
So, we've heard the clock. What are your conclusions, Mr. Wright?
Mr. Payne, can you tell me what time it is now?
It's 11:25. Ah!
As you can see, this clock is exactly 3 hours slow. Precisely the discrepancy between what Mr. Sod heard and the actual time of death. So, Mr. Sod, try to talk your way out of this one.
Ha! Ha ha! You forgot one thing. Uh-oh. What's he talking about now?
While it may seem like that clock is running 3 hours slow, proves nothing! How do you know it was running 3 hours slow on the day of the murder? If you can't prove that, you don't have a case.
He's right. How am I going to prove that? Damn it. I was so close.
Mr. Wright, it seems you lack the critical evidence to support your claim.
Wait a minute. Yes, Your Honor.
This means I cannot let you indict the witness. Unfortunately, this ends the cross-examination of Mr. Frank Short.
I come all the way down here to testify, and look what happens. You treat me like a criminal. A criminal! You lawyers are all slime. Grr, I almost had him.
Grr.
Sorry, Larry, I failed you. There's nothing I can do about it now.
Ah! Lena.
What? Oh. Sorry, my thing was fucking up. Not so fast! No, I don't like that. Not so fast, Mr. Sawit.
Mia! I mean, Chief!
Listen up, Wright.
Why did she do that? She's like, oh.
Are you serious? Don't throw this one away. Not like this. Think.
Was that PogChamp listening to porn music? I don't know. But Chief,
There wasn't
it's
music
over.
playing.
I can't prove the clock was slow the day of the murder. Nobody can prove that.
Well, yes. But that doesn't mean you can't still win. Try thinking out of the box. Don't waste time doubting the Don't waste time doubting the facts. Assume the clock was 3 hours slow and think through it. Ask yourself, why was the clock 3 hours slow? Figure out the reason, and you'll have your proof. Right? Right? Can you think of a reason as to why the clock would be 3 hours slow?
Yes, Vamosimo, we did it.
We did
it. Wait, maybe I can prove it.
That's literally what I just said. You must have evidence somewhere that can prove it, right? Find it and let them have it.
That's just what I said, dumbass. Chief,
Right?
what the fuck? I thought you were on my side.
Get your head in the game, right?
Well, Mr. Wright, you say the clock was already running slow on the day of the murder. Have you found evidence to support this claim?
Of course. There's a piece of evidence in the court record that can prove my claim beyond a doubt.
Ha! Tough words. Let's see you pull this one off.
Let's see this evidence that proves why the clock was running slow.
This one. The victim had just returned home from abroad the day before the murder. As we all know, the time difference between here and Paris is 9 hours. When it's 4 p.m. here, it's 1 a.m. the next day there. The clock wasn't 3 hours slow, it was 9 hours fast. The victim hadn't reset her clock since returning home. That's why the time you heard when you struck her dead in her apartment was wrong. Proof enough for you, Mr. Saw It? Or should I say, Mr. Did It?
Ngh.
And then he just passes out. Well, my mom read it. Remember what I said about Mia's butthole? Well, my mom read it. She is disgusted. Thanks for that, Beat. That's your own fault for typing that, my dude.
Order, I say. Well, this case has certainly turned out differently than we all expected. Mr. Payne, your witness?
He was arrested and has been taken away, Your Honor.
Very well. Mr. Wright,
Yes, Your Honor.
I have to say I'm impressed. I don't think I've ever seen someone complete a defense so quickly and find the true culprit at the same time.
Thank you, Your Honor. He just says it all robotically because he's still sweating to death out of nerves.
Right?
Yes, Your Honor.
Yes, Your Honor.
At this point, this is only a formality, but this court finds the defendant, Mr. Larry Butts,
Not guilty.
Poggers!
Poggers!
Phoenix dabs.
Right.
and with that, this court is adjourned.
And with that, this jester needs a break. I'm about to fucking piss myself. So I'll be right back.
Okay.
So while I was taking that super hot, steamy, frothy piss, a thought occurred to me. What do you think the fastest blind speedrun in history has ever been? Like, not blind as in blindfolded, but like blind as in never played the game before.
I don't know.
Imagine Phoenix's grandma breaking through the quartz wall and slapping butts in the face with a magenta dildo. Okay. Jaden, sometimes you just say things and they're so weird, I just don't know how to respond to them. It turns out that Frank Saw was a common burglar. He posed as a newspaper salesman to check and see when people were out of the house. That day, when Larry went to her apartment, the victim wasn't home. After he left, Mr. Sawt let himself in to do his dirty work. While he was searching her place, the victim returned. Flustered, Mr. Sawt grabbed the nearest blunt object he could find. Oh my god, a murder. The fastest blind speedrun might be a Sonic 2006. It is a Sonic game, it's fast-paced, and it's fucking buggy. Very fucking buggy. It has bugs everywhere.
Woo, I still can't believe we won.
Right. I'm not paying attention. I only found out that I was supposed to read because I just looked over.
That was good
Right.
timing.
Good job in there. Congratulations. Congratulations.
Thanks, Chief. I owe it all to you.
Not at all, not at all. You fought your own battles in there. Despite the fact that I had to yell at you a couple times, you did it. It's been a while since I've seen a trial end on such a satisfying note.
Oh, did I ever mention I own a copy of Sonic 06 on PS3?
To the crowd? No.
I do own it. I bought it. Or no, I got it free. Dude just gave it to me. And that was why I bought a PS3. And became a PlayStation fanboy. Yeah,
Wow.
I know. To be fair, I played a ton of other games on that PS3. It was just the instigator that got me to get the PS3 and then play those other games.
I've never seen the Chief looking this happy. If she's this glad, imagine how Larry must feel.
My life is over. Larry, you're supposed to be happy. What's wrong now? Aw, Nick. Don't worry about me. I'll be dead and gone soon. Good. Wait, no. I mean, bad. Bad, bad, bad. Larry, you're innocent. The case is closed. But my Cindy Windy's gone, man. Gone forever.
Larry, she was a... Nah, never mind.
Congratulations, Harry! I'm paying attention. Congratulations, Harry.
I love
Harry.
that so many people think his name is Harry, so everybody thinks his name is Harry Butts.
True.
Good for you, Mr. Harry Butts. Harry?
Yes, you. I can practically see the headlines now. Harry Butts. Innocent.
Thanks. I really owe you one. I won't forget this, ever. Let's celebrate. Dinner? Movie? My treat.
Oh no, I couldn't.
Immediately tries to pick up Nick's mentor.
Yep.
Hey, I was the one who got you off the hook.
Oh, hey. Here, take this. It's a present.
A present? For me? Wait, wasn't the evidence that... Wasn't this the evidence that...
Actually, I made this clock for her. I made one for her and one for me.
Really? You? You made this?
And then this is the beginning of us going off into seeing Larry be a surprisingly really good artist for some fucking reason. And he's just shit at everything else, but he can never get like a consistent art job.
Well, thank you. I'll keep it as a memento.
Yo, Nick. Can you believe it? I was so into that chick. And she was just playing me for a fool.
Don't that make you want to just cry?
Larry,
Are you so sure?
excuse me?
I think she thought quite a lot of you in her own way. In her own way. Blah, blah.
You don't say played, you say plot? Cloud? What does that mean? Nah, you don't gotta sympathize with me, it's okay.
Oh, I'm not just sympathized. Really? Isn't that right, right? Don't you have something to show your friend? Something that proves how she felt about him?
And she's just like elbowing him like, and I'm just like, oh shit, oh shit, like rifling through my bag, like, which one is it? Oh fuck, shit, fuck, don't put me on the spot like this, fuck. Huh? Oh, yeah, right.
What the heck is she talking about?
This one.
Check this out, Larry. Proof positive, you weren't just some chump to her. Huh? What about that clock? This is the clock you made for her, Larry. And she took it with her when she traveled.
Whatever. She probably just needed a clock, that's all.
You think so? It's a pretty heavy clock to take traveling. Well, make of it what you will.
Hey, Nick. I'm glad I asked you to be my lawyer. Really, I am. Thanks.
Hope that, or no.
Hope that made him feel a little better.
Don't say it like that, Nick.
Fuck you,
Right?
Larry.
I hope you see the importance of evidence now. Also, hopefully you realize things change depending on how you look at them. People too.
Wow, what insightful words.
People too. We never really know if our clients are guilty or innocent. So watch your fucking back. That laugh didn't go through Discord, but hearing it in the background is hilarious. All we can do is believe in them.
So keep eyes in the back of your fucking head.
I'm tired. And in order to believe in them, you have to believe in yourself.
Dipshit. And Wright's just like, oh, come on, man.
Right. Listen. No. Listen, learn, grow strong.
Remember, Wright. It's about drive. It's about power. We get hungry, we devour.
We get power. God damn it. Never let go of what you believe in. Never. Well, now that we're done being into my mindscape, I think our work here is done. Shall we be off?
Now that we're done listening to my brain thoughts, get the fuck out of my head. Go home. Yeah, I guess so.
Say, how about dinner? On me? On you? We'll drink a toast to innocent butts. Oh, you meant eating with you.
She's just like, yeah, what did you think I mean? Because as soon as you
Right,
made
what
that...
the hell did you think I said?
As soon as you made that joke, all I could think of were those weird porn images where it's like naked woman and then like a sushi platter on top of her.
It's not even a porn image. That's a real ass thing.
That's a real thing.
That's a real thing.
That makes me
Not
so
saying
uncomfortable.
it's a fun thing, but like, yeah, that's a thing.
Yeah.
Speaking of Harry, You were saying part of why you became a lawyer was because of him. She's
Oh,
so pretty.
speaking of
and legal
Harry,
wise.
pull out your dick.
Damn. Damn.
I'm uncomfortable right now. Chief, what the
Right.
fuck? Yeah, part at least.
You'll have to tell me more about it sometime. Maybe over drinks? Or a tombstone?
Or you know, the tombstone of your dead friend who also inspired you, as is so cliched. And so, my first trial came to a close. Larry slapped me on the back and said, "Gee, Nick, it's good to have you friends, but I'm pretty sure he's not going to pay us. Unless you count the clock he gave Mia." Yep. I didn't know it then, but that clock was soon going to be at the center of another incident, and my promise to tell the chief about me and Larry would be one promise that I wouldn't be able to keep. Sorry. No sex.
Oh god, I get to do April.
Sorry, I was too busy staring at his flashy jewelry and being like, "Oh yeah, it's Mr. White."
Love him so much. I love him. I love that character so much.
Isn't his
I
name
love
like
him.
Mr. Red White?
Yeah, the blue core, I think.
I'm not gonna fuck your hamster.
Give me back my hamster.
Hey. Salami.
I forgot how.
Give me back my hamster.
Short that first investigation is.
I
I know it's
know.
the intro, but still.
Oh, just wait until we get to the extra case that was added on when it was brought over to the DS. That one's like
Oh yeah.
fucking 4 hours long minimum. Because you have to watch a
Oh, yeah.
video play like 20 times and it's just deet, 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 and you're just like
No.
slowly putting the gun to your temple.
Mm-hmm.
So, how you gonna voice Maya?
I could be a little more peppy. Like, hello? This is Maya. Like that.
Okay.
Any suggestions?
I want you to sound really dumb with the smallest bit of pep, but mostly stupid.
Okay, let me try that line again. Like, hello? This is Maya. That's the same voice. I don't know. We'll get there. Hey, Maya. It's me. Mia! What's up? You haven't called in a while. Sorry, I've been so busy. How have you been? Well, lonely, and it's all your fault. Nah, I'm just teasing. This is fun. I've been great. I'm finally getting used to having my own place.
Do you know how many boys I can have over?
I can have so many boys over now, and so many burgers.
What if PogChamp uses the deepest voice possible?
No, I will save that later.
I'm finally getting used
Trust
to
me.
having my own place.
Trust me, we can use that kind of thing later. That's good to hear. Actually, I'm calling because of a favor to ask. I know. You want me to hold evidence for you? Sharp as always.
Isn't that like
Sharp
mildly
as
illegal?
always. Yeah. Well, at least here. There's a lot of buzz about the upcoming trial. I just don't feel safe keeping the evidence here.
I gotcha. So what is it this time?
It's a clock. A clock?
Yeah, it's made to look like the statue, the thinker, and it tells you the time. I thought you might like it. You always like toys.
Wow.
Hey, I'm not a little girl anymore, sis.
And then we meet her and she's like 12, and we're like,
Right.
you're a child.
You're a baby.
No, I think she's like 16.
Now, you know I'm only teasing. I should probably tell you, the clock isn't talking right now.
Huh? It's not working? That's lame.
I had to take the clockwork out. Sorry.
Ooh, that feels like a hint to something.
I put some papers inside it instead.
You know, I didn't mean to state the obvious like that, game, but like, just prove I'm stupid. I get it. What the fuck is Jaden doing? Hello, baby girl. Hello, baby grill.
Hello, baby girl. Girl. I can't do grew.
Hello, hello, baby girl.
Hello, baby girl.
I am
Papers?
going to
Is
be
that the
adopting you
evidence
now.
Right?
Well, there's a possibility that it might turn out that way, yeah.
Can you come by the office tonight, say 9 o'clock, to pick it up? I'll be in a... I almost said a different word. I'll be in a pre-trial meeting until then.
What word? Prenatal?
Yeah.
Okay, sis, but I expect dinner. Something good.
I'll be in a prenatal meeting until then. It's a horse.
It's a...
Like, burgers. I could really go for a good burger.
Like, boogers. It's just like, what the fuck?
It's like, boys!
Wait. Okay.
The
is
hottest
the
boys you can
usual joint?
find.
She kind of acts like Mabel. She's just boy crazy.
All right, it's a deal.
It's really funny to come up with dumb headcanons.
Right.
Okay, sis. See you soon.
Like the one where we talked about Kay in Investigations. And her just being so dumb and being like, my dead dad haunts my bathroom, so I only go to the bathroom outside now. What's up, Mr. Edgeworth?
What's up? I don't know why he's saying that. It's so funny.
What's up, Mr. Edgeworth?
And then I did Regina Barry in that same game, and I was like, I like to do like tons of drugs, and my favorite drug is meth. It's just like, oh my god. She's so casual about it.
Yep.
Looks like a cheerleader, but she's like, I do every hard drug there is known to man, all at once. I have a list of my favorites from 1 to 20.
Yep. I'll be waiting, Mia.
Maya.
Maya.
Yep, I'll be waiting, Maya. Gunshot.
Ugh.
Wow.
That's how the call ends. Wow. A real life law office.
How boring.
I know, I was gonna say that. I don't know
What
who
you
that
gonna
is.
do for him?
Well, I'm not sure which character that is, so I'm just gonna
No,
Well,
Miss.
should I tell you, or do you just want to figure it out?
We'll figure it out later.
Okay.
No, Miss Fay. I'll take what's mine. The papers.
Because I know who that is, and you said... I'm sorry, but I can't give you what I don't have.
Miss Fay, you are a poor liar. Well, I see it right over there. That must be the thinker that swallowed those papers.
How could you know?
Hoo hoo, you are not cogniferous of my background? Gathering information is my business, you see.
Haven't you played this game already?
Yeah, but I wasn't sure which of the characters involved in this case it was going to be. I'm figuring out I know who it is because you were like, oh, really? How do you not know? And I'm like, okay, so it's the dude.
Yeah, the one dude. The one person that interacts with her. Because the other does not.
I need to give him like a Macho Man Randy Savage voice. Or no, like just like a very like macho type of, haha, gathering information is my business, you see?
Like the fake voice everyone uses for Markiplier.
Yes, exactly.
I should have been more careful.
Ho ho! My dear Miss Fay, I am so very sorry. But I'm afraid I must ask you for one more thing. Your eternal silence. Farewell, Miss Fay.
Ow.
Jesus. Ha ha! Red, white, blue. America killed her.
Oh yeah. It was capitalism all along.
The true villain was capitalism all along. Oh, Mia's running late. Ugh. Or no, Phoenix is? Oh, uh-oh, I'm late. Huh, that's strange. Guess the chief left without me? She said her sister was coming over, so we should all go out for dinner. What's that smell? Blood?
Mia! Maybe she's in her office.
How do you know the fucking smell of blood, Phoenix? You know what? I take it back. It's very irony. You can't really miss it.
Yeah. That
I
smell.
don't ever smell blood. It has to be a lot to smell.
That smell. Blood. I think that's you.
I was like, is he gonna keep going? I kind of like the funny noises he makes. I was trying not to laugh. I was trying not to laugh.
Someone's there.
Chief? Chief? Chief! Aw. Who are you?
Who are you? So accusatory, Phoenix.
Who are you?
Who are you?
Just going back for. I said it first.
Well, fuck you.
Yeah.
Oh, she's dead. Now I have two Now I have two dead bodies to deal with. Aw.
Right.
When did we first meet? During the Sonic stream, back in like April or May.
The strange girl dropped out cold. I left her lying on the office sofa. I went back to the chief where she lay under the window. Her body was still warm. I could feel it when I held her shoulder. Then, all too quickly, it began to fade.
Oh, that's why I don't want to do Byakuya's fucking voice anymore.
until finally she was cold.
Ugh. Fucking throat. Chief. I'll just illegally examine the crime scene.
Right?
It's been 5 months of consistently watching you saying random shit. Thanks, bitch. Dickless. Chief, it's hard seeing her like this, but if there are any clues here... She was struck on the head with a blunt object. She probably died instantly. The thinker lying next to her must have been the murder weapon. Just thinking to himself, reading through all this. There's some glass shards near the chief's body. Must be pieces of the glass light standing line. Must be pieces of the glass light stand lying broken in the back of the room. Wow, they're really simplifying this examination. Nothing else that seems like a clue here. Huh? A piece of paper. It must have fallen from Mia's hand. What could it be? Maya. Oh! A word is written in blood on this scrap of paper. Maya. Did Mia write this? This piece of paper is a receipt from a department store dated yesterday. So, can I talk about the fact that their parents are dicks to name them Mia and Maya and just have their names be so close to each other?
Yeah, but it's like the same bitches that name their kids all the same first letter.
Like my parents almost did? Yeah.
I think that's enough snooping around for now. I'd better call the police and find out what that girl was doing here.
Whoa, time to call the police.
Wee woo, wee woo.
Wait. Oh, there we go, okay. Give me that fucking phone. Right, I'd better call the police. What? That's funny. A few of the screws on the receiver are missing. It looks like someone was halfway through taking it apart. I think that's Maya?
No, that's the other chick. But I got you. I got you. Oh god, I'm gonna hate doing this.
Please? Please come quick.
It hurts.
What was that? No.
What was that? Someone screaming from outside the window.
She's staring right at me. She's holding a phone in her hand. She's accusing me of murder.
She's fucking stacked.
There's a large building right across from the office.
There's a large building across from the office.
There's a large building.
It's the only reason we make the jokes about this character is because she does it anyways.
Yeah, she's like intentionally gonna be like,
Look at my tits.
stop, PogChamp, stop trying to seduce me. The Gaywater Hotel, a nice luxurious place. Well, I better call the police now.
Wee woo, wee woo.
Phone receiver's missing a few screws, better not use it. What do you want me to look at? Oh, look at this. It's encrusted with dried blood. How ironic that this became the murder weapon. Again.
Look at that.
Do you look at the window? Oh,
Yeah,
you
I
just keep
did.
going.
Some shards of glass scattered on the floor seem to be the remains of a glass light stand. Examine her legs. It's painful to look, but I have to for Mia's sake. Blunt weapon, probably die. Yeah, cool. Oh. Chief's chair. A simple, functional design. Feels pretty good to sit in, too. I'm gonna steal this chair when I get my own office, like Phoenix!
I will never get over the fact that the only way he should know that'd be comfortable is if he sat on it.
I know!
So that implies that he just sat down in the chair and, did a little swivel check Walt looking at me as dead body becoming colder and colder as he's like, "It's a nice chair."
Damn, this chair is good. I should get me one like this.
Right?
Feel that lumbar support. And the body's just lying there. Surprisingly, the chief was never good with machines. About all she used this PC for was email. She picked up this ancient model at some garage sale for practically nothing. So that implies that they have better computers than this, but are still using fucking house phones. Ah!
That girl just now. Where'd she go? I put her right there on that sofa. Oh, I hope she didn't run on me.
Yipes!
Don't scare me like that.
Excuse me, but who are you? It's okay, I work here.
Maya. Maya Fey.
Maya Fey?
Maya? So Mia was writing this girl's name. Maybe I should show her the receipt. I never thought there'd be a use for evidence like this outside the courtroom.
I know that's not the music playing, but still.
Before Mia died, she wrote a message with her own blood. She wrote it on the back of this receipt.
Sensitive much? I mean, oh,
You insensitive prick! That was my sister!
Just loses it, breaks down.
it's like, yeah, this is your sister's blood, and she written your name.
And she's
So yeah, can you
dead now.
And you discovered the body.
Can you tell me what's going on? She's just like, I like how they update all the fucking animations and expressions and stuff.
Yep.
It's my name. Why? Why would she write my name?
Please, just calm down.
Why would she just write my name?
I don't want to do Byakuya's voice anymore. My throat fucking hurts.
Okay.
You are like Romeo and PogChamp is like Knuckles from the Sega porn game, A Lonely Night with Fuckboy Knuckles.
Yes! I don't know if it's a real thing, but I hope it is. I'm gonna look it up.
Uh-oh, now I've done it. The police, run!
Right?
They just crash through a window and go running off into the night. The police! Sounds like they're coming this way. Freeze, please! Oh shit! Alright, I'm Detective Dick Gumshoe, see? Gumshoe? What an odd name.
Oh yeah, we had Riley voice it last time.
And he did like a deep Texas accent.
See? Oh yeah, because we told him to do something else, but he decided to say fuck it.
Yeah.
We received a report from the building across the way, see? Got a person saying they saw a murder.
It must have been that woman I saw.
Anyway, I don't want either of you moving 1 inch, Kay?
Great. Just great. Maya. Wait, she wouldn't have... Nah.
Whoa! Excuse me!
That didn't come across at all.
Fuck you, you heard it, that's all fine.
This word Maya here mean anything to you?
It'd be funny if you said Maya instead.
This word Maya? Like mayonnaise? This mean anything to you?
That's not how you spell mayonnaise.
What?
What do you mean?
That's my name.
What?
The victim drew this here note in her own blood, see? With her dying breath, she wrote down the killer's name.
Killer?
Case closed! You're coming down to the precinct, ma'am.
What?
Oh, wow.
Oh, wow. I don't know. I kind of want to find a better voice for Gumshoe than just fucking Texas.
Well, yeah, he was supposed to be like a 1920s shade kind of thing. Because he even says that.
Yeah. I don't know. I still feel like he deserves a better voice than that. Mia's younger sister, Maya, was arrested on the spot. I was taken in for questioning and didn't get out until the next morning. My eyes were heavy, but I couldn't sleep. I sat around waiting for visiting hours to begin at the detention center. I passed out and slept through them. I had to talk to Maya as soon as possible. Like, I feel like Gumshoe should be like... Should be something like, Mr. Edgeworth!
Yeah.
Oh, you're gonna cut my pay again? Oh. Wow, they have poor Maya locked up like a criminal. He's all smug in his head. Good thing it's not me. I wish I could replace my
Oh.
cock with a keyboard. Don't we all, Jaden?
It's you. The lawyer. Good morning.
Good morning. She looks so tired. She could use a little makeup. It's just like, Nick, what the fuck?
The fuck, Nick?
Are you gonna be my attorney?
Well, that's what I wanted to talk to you about. Of course I will.
Sorry, not a fucking chance.
First things first, I better get her cheered up. Yeah, of course I will. Cheer up.
Really?
Some of the faces they did not translate right into this, like, update.
Yeah.
She looks like a turtle. Whoa, did I say the wrong thing? She looks sadder now. What's wrong? You don't think I can do it?
No, no one could. Who would believe me?
Aw.
Even you. You found me in the office. You looked at me like I had done it.
Did I look at her like that? Well, maybe. She was very close to the body and looked very suspicious. It's just like, Nick! What the fuck?
Nick!
No, I never thought...
It's okay. I understand. And I also heard about you.
Wait, how old is she in this first game? Hey, I was close! 30. You're so young.
Excuse me?
You're so much younger than I thought.
He's 30?
He's only 30.
He's only 30.
30's not that old.
I know. I like him a lot less now. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh, he's only 30? Ugh. That means
That's
his
still,
dick
like,
hasn't
acceptable.
ripened.
Don't ever fucking say that again.
He's not matured enough for my taste. It's like, oh my god, Lena.
Like a fine fucking wine, bitch.
Heard what about me?
That you're a little bitch.
Sorry, I had to say it.
Oh, well, fuck you too. Just breaks down sobbing again.
Okay.
Bro, I'm
was
feeling...
talking to my sister on the phone the other day.
Bro, I'm feeling sex in my cunny. What does that mean?
Dude, take your hormones and displace them somewhere else, bro.
Today was my junior partner's first day in court.
It's a memory, so it's like, today was my junior partner's first time in court.
Ba 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 ba.
I'm not gonna do that because it's not a flashback, technically. It's only because the audience hasn't seen it.
Right?
Wow, really? How'd that go?
It was quite the scene. Honestly, I was on edge the whole time. It's been a while.
So he crashed and burned.
He's a genius. One of those strike fear into the hearts of evil types.
He's gonna be a superhero someday. Just see him like Phoenix Wright in a cape flying down from the sky.
Hmm.
Just crashes and burns.
Dead. The only thing he's lacking is experience.
Huh. Sounds like it was fun. Well, I know who to go to if I ever get in trouble now.
I don't know, Maya. I think you might want to wait. Give him 3 more years,
Doesn't have that time now.
right? That is, unless you want to be found guilty.
That's what she said.
Nick's just like devastated.
He's crying.
She didn't believe in me.
Why are you crying?
Why are you crying?
I'm sorry.
No, 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 no. Why are you crying? I only cut out your liver. Like, what's that? Whatever that sound was on TikTok.
Yeah, I can't remember.
I didn't mean to insult you.
No, it's okay. It's true, I guess. But at the same time, I can't just sit by and watch. When I think of the person who did this to Mia,
I know. I want to kill him too.
I want to kill them too.
It's like, whoa. I didn't.
Oh.
Oh, whoa.
That's not what I meant. Maya. There's something I've been wanting to ask you.
Yeah?
What's with that outfit?
Oh, this? This is what all acolytes wear. It's my uniform, you could say.
You said that
Acolytes?
word right.
Like people in religious training? What is it you do?
Oh, it's nothing strange, really.
I just channel the dead. I'm a necromancer. It's like... What?
I'm a spirit medium. In training.
Spirit medium? I'm pretty sure that qualifies as strange. The day of the crime. Could you tell me about the day of the murder?
Yeah.
Yes! So excited. Yeah! Yeah!
See, that morning I got a call from my sister. She wanted me to hold on to a piece of evidence for an upcoming trial.
Evidence?
Yeah, that's what I fucking said. Evidence. The clock sheet, like the thinker.
Wow, she didn't have to get so mean with me. It's like all of his thoughts. Just like, he's always like, oh, I could say this and she'd never be mean to me again. But out loud, he's just a bitch. Oh, okay. Fucking hate her. Oh, thanks for being my friend. The one Larry made. How could that have been evidence in a case?
Right. She said
Yes?
Yeah? Right. Yeah?
Oh, she said something about that.
I wanted to see how long you would hold it. Just like,
uh, Do you want to hear it in her own voice?
Her own voice.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure our conversation is on my cell phone.
You recorded it.
Yeah, I forgot how to delete those things.
That's actually like super convenient. Who was Larry again? Larry's the childhood friend. And also, don't fuck hamsters.
Hamster.
Give me back my hamster. So you say you have a conversation with your sister on your cell phone? Let's hear it.
Right.
Yeah?
Yes?
What?
Oh, I just remembered that detective took my cell phone.
No, his
Great.
name was not Harry. That was the joke. The joke is that everyone gets his name wrong and thinks it's Harry Butts, but it's Larry Butts.
Sorry.
She's a fucking turtle again. Oh, right. Of course. Just like super mean about it. Of course. Next time I see Detective Gumshoe, I'll ask him for it.
I'll write you a note so you don't forget, okay?
Sure, thanks. Wow. Spirit mediums. So you're an acolyte, medium in training.
That's right. The Fae family, especially the women, have always been very sensitive to the spirit world.
Wait a second, you said the Fae family? So Mia was into this stuff too?
Of course. She left the mountain to follow her career, she said. Her powers were first class, too.
I love that later on in the series we do actually get to see Maya be first class as well. Because this series is basically a soap opera that just like, what's the word for time? Like, that, yeah, that like chronologically follow each other with about like a year between each of them. Except for Apollo Justice, which is like 10 years.
They're all like... Dude, I think that's kind of really it. They're chronologically in order.
Well, Investigations and Investigations 2 are kind of iffy on where exactly they're at. I had no idea. What is horizontal tango? Twitch didn't let me put fuck censored into my chat, or into my title, so I put horizontal tango instead. Wait.
Hey.
So, you're a real, honest-to-goodness spirit medium, with ESP and all that?
Yeah. In training.
Well, can't you contact me as spirit then? We can just ask her who killed her.
Oh. I'm sorry. I'm still in training. I couldn't do something on that level.
Oh, great. So she's a bitch. It's just like, Nick!
Great. So she's a liability and useless.
Oh my god. I thought that would be too easy. I can still be useful. Huh? Something the matter?
I was wondering, could I ask you a favor? This is the address of a famous lawyer. My sister gave me this a long time ago. She said if I was ever in trouble, I should call him.
Oh.
And, well, I'm in trouble. Do you think you could go ask him to represent me?
Huh. Okay.
Fuck yeah.
Sure, why not? I'll go ask.
Thank you so much!
You show up, it's another investigation into a murder. You're just like, oh, oh no, he's dead too.
I had no one else to turn to.
What? Say, what about your parents?
Fuck
They're
them.
also dead.
I see. Don't worry, leave it to me.
Thanks for reminding me of my tragic past. The trial's tomorrow at 10.
What? Tomorrow?
Tomorrow.
Tomorrow?
Tomorrow.
It's back and forth for an hour. What if this guy refuses?
They told me that if I don't find one, the state will pick an attorney to defend me.
When will that happen?
They're giving me until 4 this afternoon.
And visiting hours are almost up. I'd better hurry. Right, I'll be back. Goodbye! Goodbye! Grossberg. Oh yeah, it's fucking Mia's
Grossberg.
dude who trained her, who always talked about
Yeah.
his fucking hemorrhoids. According to the receptionist, the big boss is out. She couldn't say when he'd be back. It must be hard to keep track of everything when you're a famous lawyer. Not to mention run an office like this. I guess I'll just have to come back later. Okay, let's go to the law offices. The office is filled with police officers. Fucking pigs, and it's just like... like he's so critical of everybody in his head. They're all busily searching for clues. Hey, you there! This is a crime scene, pal. No trespassing. Sorry, don't I know you from somewhere? Wait, you're that Butts guy, aren't you? No, Phoenix Wright. How could anyone mistake me for Larry? Huh, guess I got the name wrong, Mr. Wright. Sorry about that. That Butts guy, he was a killer, and you're no killer, right? He was proven innocent. Right, and you were... Detective Suede Shoes. Detective Gumtree. Detective Gum Fruit.
No.
Gumshoe, wasn't it? Dick Gumshoe? Right, at your service. Hang on, that's Detective Gumshoe to you, pal. Anyway, get the name right. And don't go calling me Dick.
Hey, Richard. Fuck off.
Hey, Dick, get over here. Yes, sir. Be right there. Oh, man.
I'm gonna go to the bathroom. BRB.
Okay. Ahem. You're a lawyer, right, pal? If you got business here, you'd better do it quick. Whew. He thinks I'm Maya's lawyer. He's stupid. Good. About Miss Fay, did you do an autopsy? Huh? You want to know the results, eh? Now don't you look at me like that, pal. It's no use. She might have been your boss, but that doesn't mean you get any special treatment. Alright, you can see the report, but that's all. Nice. And Maya. About Maya.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to the trial. Sorry, pal, but this is one trial you aren't going to win.
Why do you say that?
The city's put Prosecutor Edgeworth on the prosecution.
Edgeworth.
He says that like he's about to cum his pants, like, Edgeworth.
Oh my god. Because I have my headphones on, I just mute my mic and I'm just listening to you say all this.
No, not Edgeworth. My childhood crush.
I'm sure you know what that means, you being a lawyer and all. Edgeworth. I can't do Dick's Gumshoe's voice like that either. It hurts my throat really bad. Ugh. My allergies are kicking my ass right now. Prosecutor Edgeworth.
That's right, pal. Mr. Miles Edgeworth himself. Wait, you do know him, don't you?
Of course I do. I know him. He's a feared prosecutor. He doesn't feel pain. He doesn't feel remorse. He won't stop until he gets his guilty verdict.
Aw, don't talk about him that way. You make him barely sound human.
Still, I'm afraid this pretty much decides the case. So, Edgeworth is on this one. He hasn't lost a case since he became a prosecutor at the incredibly young age of 20. Of course, there are rumors of back alley deals and forged evidence. But I know Edgeworth. Oh. All I know for sure is that Edgeworth hates crime with an almost abnormal passion. I never imagined I'd be facing him so soon.
And Gumshoe's face changes. He's just like, You okay? You okay, dude? You're just like standing there mumbling to yourself like a weirdo and a creep.
Okay. Present. I need to give him this. I was wondering, did you see Maya Faye's cell phone?
Oh, that? I have that.
Do you think you could give it back?
Sure. I mean, wait a second, pal. Tricky lawyer.
Uh-oh, he's on to me. Tell him straight. If I tell him why I want it, there's no way he'll give it to me.
Something the matter?
Oh, no, it's just, you know, detective.
Nope, I know nothing, pal.
That cell phone has a lot of numbers on it, like her boyfriend's. A cell phone holds all a little girl's sweetest and spiciest secrets. Oh, you're going to bed? Night, Jaden.
You're trying to confuse me.
Sorry, pal.
I already checked all the numbers in memory.
Impressive. You're quite the detective.
Uh-huh.
Oh, here, you can have the phone back. There weren't any suspicious call records in there after all. Seems he didn't notice the recorded conversation. PogChamp, Jaden says bye.
Bye-bye.
Sweet, I got a phone. Ooh. Do you want to hear the recorded conversation? As I've asked all the questions I need to.
You all done, pal?
Yes, thank you. I'll be heading out now.
Oh, wait. One more thing I wanted to mention to you. I don't suppose you're planning on talking to that witness. Anyway, you'd better not. No influencing the witness with your lawyerly ways, pal.
Come to think of it, I had completely forgotten about her. The witness?
Yeah, Miss April May. I'm sorry about this, but I can't tell you anything about her.
Well, you just told me her name. Miss May, huh? So you've sent her home already, then?
You're trying your lawyerly tricks on me now. She's not to go outside her room until the trial.
So, she's still in the hotel across the way. I guess I should know better than to try to get a detective to leak information.
Just fucking playing him. Oh my god.
He's putty in my hands.
Oh, ho, 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 ho.
You got that right, pal. Time to pay a visit to Miss May.
Oh, yay.
Gatewater Hotel.
Gatekeeping hotel.
Wow. Hello there, handsome.
Hi. Smooth, right? Real smooth.
You're the lawyer, aren't you? The detective told me. He said, don't say nothing to that lawyer, pal.
I'm not laughing like that. I don't get paid for this shit.
I only do that for my OnlyFans.
Right. Never noticed her eyes are red.
Oh, they are. That's a sign of Satan.
Right?
Memo to self. Thank Detective Gumshoe for making my job harder.
Gee, it's just all like something out of a movie. It's all so exciting, I can hardly contain myself.
Actually, no, wait. Give me a moment. Yes!
Good job.
Now everybody gets to see titty. Not actually, but like... Sorry.
Oh, let me freshen up so I can look the part of the beautiful eyewitness.
I pity the lawyer that has to cross-examine this one. I pity the lawyer! And gimme. There's a screwdriver stuck in this drawer. I wonder what's inside. Let's take a look. No! I've been caught!
What are you doing? No touching. Oh,
Oh.
bad boy. You really shouldn't hide around in other people's rooms now. You wouldn't want to make me upset, would you?
Upset? I thought she was going to explode for a second there. I wonder what could be inside the drawer. What you witnessed. Do you think you could tell me something? I need you to describe what you observed at the time of the incident.
Oh, observe, incident. You sound just like a lawyer in the movies. I like a man with a big vocabulary.
I like a man with a big penis. I like it
Just
big.
outright.
Giant penis. Give it. It's like,
Yeah.
I'm uncomfortable. I'm
Hand
gonna
it
leave
over.
now. Hand over your penis. It's
Nuh-uh.
mine now.
You don't walk into this room without giving me your dick. Now lay down, lawyer boy.
Lay down, lawyer boy. Better not encourage her. You know that thing that happened the other day? The bad thing? What did you see when it happened? I don't suppose you could tell me about it. Pretty please?
You see. Well, dream on. If you want to know, you'll just have to come to court tomorrow, Mr. Lawyer.
Oh boy. Could you just... Who exactly are you?
Oh, Mr. Lawyer, are you hitting on me?
No. Hey, I'm just doing my job here.
Not tee.
Just choose
You
a
know
random
you're
laugh
cute when
then.
you blush.
I guess I'll do it once. You can touch it. Once. No. Never again.
Just do random laughs then. Don't do that one.
You know, you're cute when you blush.
Believe me, this is the first time in my life I've blushed this much. Right. Can you just tell me what it is you do?
Well, no. Hey, you had your little hopes up, didn't you?
No, you know what laugh you should do?
What? Okay, I like that.
Oh boy.
Oh boy.
I see there are 2 glasses on the table. Is someone staying here with you?
I was yawning when I did that.
It didn't even go over the mic.
Oh! What amazing powers of What amazing powers of observation!
What amazing powers of Abababab.
You must be one of those famous detectives, like on television.
No, don't believe everything you see in TV, dumbass. Oh, no, not me. I'm just a lawyer.
You really are Phoenix's inner voice. Just the
I'm-
shit you say.
I'm the panic that he experiences.
Oh god.
Say, Mr. Big Detective, why don't you go look for clues in the garbage? Miss May doesn't like nosy little lawyers.
Oh boy.
Oh boy. I never speak in that tone, in that range of my voice, so it's weird doing it right now. Even when my customer service voice doesn't normally get that high.
Okay,
That's
let's
a lie. Take it back.
let's over to Grossberg real quick. Still out. Oh,
Ahem.
that wasn't the most over-the-top clearing of the throat I've ever heard.
Ha ha ha! So you're the one they say has been looking for me.
That is what that looks like.
Yes, that's
Is
me.
that cheese?
Is that cheese I smell? I love cheese. Though it gives me terrible, terrible gas. And that messes with my hemorrhoids, and then I bleed everywhere. Oh, it's a terrible cycle. And then I eat more cheese. Having hemorrhoids gives me pain, and the only way to soothe that pain is by enjoying delicious, delicious cheese. But then I fart more. Oh, it's a terrible, painful cycle. I'm terribly lactose intolerant.
Yes, that's me.
And Phoenix is just like, I didn't need to know all that.
Right. I know I'm a lawyer, but I really don't need to know everything.
He looks even grander than I imagined.
That badge on your collar. So you're a lawyer, are you now? Give me your cheese.
Yes, well, yes and no. It's my cheese.
And what do you want? Hopefully not my cheese.
No,
I'm not particularly busy these days. Please proceed.
not busy. Then how come no one could get in touch with you?
Something the matter? You came to see the one and only Marvin Grossberg, did you not? Well, here I am, boy. What do you want? Out with it.
Well, sir, actually, it's about Maya Fey.
Ooh, I have the sheets. I'm sorry, I need to go. Yes, Maya Fey. Go on.
Why the strange reaction?
Cha-cha. I'm really quite busy here, son. I can't go taking cases on a day's notice. No, it's quite impossible.
Wait a second. How did you know the trial was tomorrow?
Him. Anyway, I'm afraid it's entirely impossible for me to represent her. Sorry, end of discussion.
What's going on? He refused me before I even got a chance to ask him. What do I tell Maya?
Nothing. Fuck her.
Ooh, listen to his theme.
I can't.
Right, whoops.
Wow, nice music. Wish I could fucking hear it.
Sounds
It's fine, I
like
already know what it sounds like.
sounds like an old man. How can you just
Yeah.
refuse like that? Please tell me, why won't you take the case?
Well, you see, it's just I'm busy, you see.
But the client is Mia Fey's sister.
Ahem.
Mia trusted you. She knew her sister would be in good hands.
Yes, of course, I know that. However, I'm sorry, but I must refuse. Sorry, goodbye.
Creep. Fine. I don't have time to argue with you anyway. I'll go look elsewhere.
Think not.
Huh? Did you say something?
I think not, I said.
What do you mean?
I'm terribly sorry, but I'm afraid that no lawyer with their salt will take on this particular case. Terribly sorry, my boy.
Why?
I cannot say. I beg your pardon, but could you leave now? I have nothing more to discuss with you.
What's going on here? How did you know Mia Fey?
She worked here a long time ago. Quite the apprentice, that one. Learned my techniques in the blink of an eye. But she always ate my cheese. I still smell your cheese. Can I have it?
No, stop! Fucking creep. The longer the game goes on, the more outwardly Phoenix's frustration gets.
Honestly, yeah.
She left one day, quite suddenly. She had a mission, you see.
A mission?
You could see it in her eyes. She followed it with a burning passion. Never looked back, that one.
Painting. That's quite a painting.
Aha! You noticed! It's my pride and joy. Impressive, isn't it? Well, isn't it? The color of the sky, the hue of the sea, the wave of the straw hat. It's worth at least 3 million. I have no intention of parting with it, of course. Plus, it hides my cheese cellar.
It's like, you are obsessed.
No! I won't sell it, not even to you.
I wasn't interested.
It's not for sale.
I'm not buying. Jeez. Present. What will you say to this?
Very sorry, but I've got nothing to say regarding this matter.
Okay, goodbye. Fuck you. Oh, she's not gonna be very happy. Hiya.
Oh, you're back! Did you find a lawyer?
Well,
What do I tell her?
well, see, just be honest. I really don't think you should use that guy. He didn't seem healthy. He was all skin and bones.
What really happened? You don't mean you refused to help? I see.
Butterfly.
I've been abandoned again.
No.
Another butterfly.
Could you tell me about the day of the murder? Sorry, I know it must be hard.
No, it's okay.
No, it's fine. I'm over it. Fuck my sister.
Right?
Hey, what up? I love this series too. I own every game, including the one that's not released in America, but I'm gonna buy it as soon as it's released because I'm a whore. I'm a whore.
I mean,
All I've been doing the last few hours is talking about it. I've kind of gotten used to it.
I think it's kind of a sad realization for victims.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, I'm kind of used to it. I have to talk with my dead family for the next 3 days straight.
They made me stare at a picture of it until I was desensitized, so now I'm fine. It's just like, oh.
Holy shit!
Oh no, are you
Irrigations are
okay?
really different nowadays.
Are you okay? I'm horribly traumatized, but you won't know it.
Let's see. That morning I got a call from my sister. She wanted me to hold on to a piece of evidence for an upcoming trial.
Ooh. That's the thinker clock that Larry made. It practically qualifies as a serial murderer by now. My friend's not a serial murderer, but boy are his inventions. Woo! So then, when did you arrive at the office?
It was right around 9. The lights were off and I could smell blood.
God, can everyone in this city smell blood? What are they, sharks?
I guess. Didn't she actually supposed to have like a blood wound on her?
On her head, I think. They might have censored it. Wouldn't surprise me.
Then I found her. My sister. Dead. I found her. Dead on the floor. Colder by the second.
Give me a moment. I'm looking up her dead body to see if they censored it. Mia Fey, dead body. No, doesn't look like they... Oh, God, someone drew it in Danganronpa style. Pink
That's
blood and
awesome.
all. Take me to the wiki. Take me to the wiki so I can read the facts.
Why?
Yam. Death. Yeah, I don't know. I don't think it actually ever shows the wound. Thanks, Maya. That's all I need to hear for now. Tell me about your dead family. Let me rub salt in your wounds.
Yeah.
I only had my sister. My father died when I was very young.
He abandoned me for looking like a turtle. Butterfly.
We do this every fucking time. We always joke about eating butterflies. I don't know why.
You started it.
It was one of us. But it evolved
you.
from our joke of like... Oh.
Oh.
I don't know where my mother is.
Sorry, I shouldn't laugh. I don't know why I'm laughing at that.
Phoenix, you're so fucking insensitive.
Don't know.
He's giggling.
It's like, what the fuck?
And I don't know where my mother is. Don't know.
You're fucking serious?
I'm sorry. I shouldn't laugh. So she could still be alive? Tell me about your mom.
The women in my family have been mediums for generations.
The woe men in my family.
Yeah,
Only the woke women.
Woke Al Yankovic. That
You
dude was
love that.
such a fucking creep. Oh. We saw Weird Al, and this weird fucking incel dude who went to the show was walking out near us, and all we heard was fucking woke Al Yankovic and his PC bullshit, and I was like, what the fuck?
they say a lot of spiritual power runs in our blood. About 15 years ago.
We were cursed.
Right?
Now, we're all doomed to be stuck in court cases for the rest of our lives.
No.
Our family was involved in an incident. There was a man, and he
He transformed me into part turtle.
cursed us into always being in court cases with shitty lawyers.
You think I'm a shitty lawyer? What? What?
What?
He ruined our mother's life.
Ruined.
Yeah, ruined. That's what I fucking said.
Open
After
your
that,
fucking
she
ears.
disappeared. Several years after that, my sister announced she would become a lawyer, and she left the mountain.
All of my family abandoned me, and now she's dead. Phoenix is just
I'm
there
now
like.
literally forever alone.
I like that Phoenix is just sitting there like, wow, too bad. Anyways, let's move on to the court case.
Yeah.
So you live by yourself?
Yeah, I've gotten used to it.
Do you know how many boys I can have over? Immediate segue. He's just like, oh no.
Oh, also, I had to become independent, or I would lose my powers.
I feel bad for all by yourself up on that mountain. Your mother's enemy. So, who was this man who, ruined your mother?
About 15 years ago, there was an unusual murder case. It made quite a stir. Everyone was talking about it, apparently.
Jeez, that sucks.
The police were running out of leads, and they were getting desperate.
Wait, they didn't use a spirit medium, did they?
The police convinced my mother to try to contact the victim.
Wow. So what happened?
Shit happens.
Shit,
The
what do you
case was
think?
solved.
Yeah, right.
We saw it.
My mother's gone. Like, everything went wrong. You thought?
The man my mother helped the police capture was innocent.
Oh,
The police's consultation with the medium had all been carried out in secret, of course.
Consultation.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Fuck.
Consolution.
Shut up.
Next t-shirt, Consolution.
No.
But a man found out about it and leaked it to the press. He told all the papers that my mother was a fraud, and the media jumped on it big time. My mother, became the laughingstock of the nation.
Do you know how hard it is to be the laughingstock of the nation? I thought it was like soup stock. It's not.
Giant bowl of soup.
You don't get a giant bowl of soup. Everybody makes fun of you. Yeah, that's what laughingstock means. Nobody told me that when I was 2. I see.
No.
So many butterflies. White.
White. White. White.
My natural enemy, the white man. Excuse me? White?
That was his name.
That was his name. My sister told me.
Oh, jeez. He was a white man. I waged war against all white people. It didn't go so hot for me. Who knew they were so petty? I'm white. I get to call out my own race. White? Huh. So he was a basic-ass white boy, not quirked up or goated with the sauce. God damn it. Ignore me. I'm trying to tie a thing.
a little longer now before the state-appointed lawyer comes, I guess.
4 p.m. Time's up. What should I do? Do I just leave her and go home?
Yeah.
I almost confirmed on that one.
Good job.
Defend Maya. I've made up my mind. Like he just screams it in her face. I made up my mind. I'm going to defend you whether you want me to or not. But my sister said you're a shitty lawyer. I mean, I don't mean to insult you.
I don't want you to. I said no.
Don't you know about consent?
Why that translated over Discord is hilarious.
Lena.
Why? Why?
But why?
Whoa, I heard that.
Why? Well, I can't abandon you. No one is as sad as a person without any friends.
Way to go, Phoenix.
Look how sad and pathetic she is. I mean, come on. Who could abandon a lonely orphan like that? I know. I've been there a long time ago. God, the fucking story that he's like, I was there a long time ago. It's so fucking pathetic compared to this. I love it. I love that he's like, I was there a long time ago. Why did I become a lawyer in the first place? Because somebody fucking accused me of stealing a cookie.
Yeah.
That's it. Because someone has to look out for the people who have no one on their side. Like me when I didn't steal that cookie. It's just like, Phoenix. What the fuck?
I'm so tired.
Maya, I won't abandon you. You can count on me.
Cool. So kind of you, Kim.
I'm going to federal prison, aren't I?
That's so kind of you.
Cool.
Well, let's fight this one and get you out of here.
Poggers.
It was more than just a cookie. It was actually $38. It was $38 worth of cookies. Do you not understand how much money that is?
That sounds awesome.
Let's fight this one and get you out of here.
Oh, great! Thank you!
Let's get the fuck out of here!
I'm gonna break you out of prison! They're both arrested.
Right?
Woof. She smiled at last. She looks like an entirely different person. Yeah, she's no longer a turtle.
Right?
She does have a really surprisingly big forehead, though.
That's the bangs. That's what they're for.
One last question. You are innocent, right?
Yes! And I trust you. So you trust me too, okay?
It's a deal. So, what next? She's totally guilty,
Bedtime.
so what should I do?
I totally fucking lied and I 100% suspect her, so what do I do next?
How to get your client put in prison. She's like, what? What?
Puts the book that says that back into bag.
What are you talking about? There's something that's been bugging me. Just what was inside that strange woman's drawer. Turns out it's just like a screwdriver that accidentally got put in her panty drawer, and she's like actually trying to defend herself from a creep that she perceives it as, while Phoenix is like, is this evidence? It was when I tried to look into the drawer that she got all defensive. She's like,
Those are my fucking panties, you pervert!
he's just like, is this evidence? Huh? There has to be something in there.
I gotta get in there.
I gotta get in there.
The front of the train should have a roof access. Maybe we could go in there.
I gotta get up there.
Now, Taya, while I'm climbing, don't look at my ass.
I gotta get in there.
I said don't look.
Anyway, bye.
It's bedtime, please. It is almost 1 o'clock. I'm falling asleep.
Okay, okay.
What do you mean, okay?
I was having fun. I
We
wanted to
normally
keep
go
playing.
to bed at like 12:30.
You're right. It's bedtime.
Yesterday we were up till like 1.
Bedtime it is. Okay. So yeah, I will see you guys tomorrow. I'm probably going to do my Yu-Gi-Oh stream a little earlier in the day because we have plans tomorrow.
Yeah, because like you could stay up if you want, but I'm not gonna be here for it. I'm going to fucking bed.
Yeah, no worries. You can go to bed. I'm not going to make you stay. And I'm going to
Good.
probably be up a little later, but I'm not going to be streaming. So yeah, feel free to check out my social medias. There's my Discord for talking with me and other viewers. There's my Twitter for keeping up on my announcements and stuff. Oh, excuse me. I'm so sorry. And then there's my YouTube where you can watch VODs. I just had 2 more upload on Thursday. I normally upload 1 to 2 every Monday and Thursday when I'm not streaming. So yeah, I'll be here tomorrow and then I'll be back Tuesday, Wednesday for my short streams again. See you guys later.
Yeah.